Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. Hey, Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. Hey, Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. What's good, my beautiful Libras? And welcome to your general reading. Today, we're going to see what is coming towards you, family, lover, friend, or foe. Please remember the energies in the readings can go vice versa, okay? So only take what resonates. Feel free to switch the gender, switch the roles, do what you got to do, and leave the rest. If any of you would like to book a personal reading, to purchase anything, to become a member to the channel, or for anything else, all info is in the description box below, okay? I know members are waiting on readings, but I need to be in alignment if I'm going to do the Egyptian god readings, because we're channeling the energies of the gods. So yeah, and I was actually waiting on a table so that I didn't have to bend on the floor, but my table has come now. So yeah, it's not in alignment. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but then I had to do hair yesterday. That's why I didn't do any readings, you know, because my hands were, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just feel like I have to explain that because I know people are waiting, but I have to go in alignment with what's meant for me, especially because the full moon is coming up and I tend to get more, I don't want to say emotional, but more sensitive and drained like before the full moon, because my cycle is in alignment with the moon, you know. So just bear with me, people, okay? So my beautiful Libra, so there's a lot of downloads. I'm going to try to do, this may be a long reading, like longer than usual, even though my readings are already long, because I'm gonna make this general and love, because I have noticed like I've been putting out general and love, and I feel like it's, I don't know if it's just too much for people, or because I don't feel like people are watching the readings as much, because I'm putting out like too much content at a time. So I'm just gonna break it down, and also because the love readings are just a bit wild, okay? So I've got a few downloads and a few messages for you guys. So we're gonna get through the downloads while I shuffle the deck, and then we're gonna shuffle and you know, but it's a mixture, so that's why I want to kind of do the reading like mixed. I'll pull some general messages and then we'll get some love cards and then we'll conclude the reading, okay? So the first download I got for you guys is make it make sense, okay? So for a lot of you, I feel like there's situations in your life that's not really like adding up, or things are not making any sense. And you know, when you are, well, you're a Libra, but especially when you have a lot of like air placements, you process things in a logical way, and it's like you could be trying to process something, but when you're looking at the situation, you're just thinking like, this shit's not making any motherfucking sense, my nigga. So I feel like you're like analyzing certain things, you're kind of like calling people out on certain things, you're backtracking, not backtracking, but like as in like not going back on what you say, but you're going back on like conversations and maybe saying things. I'm like, okay, hold on a minute, you said this and today you're saying that. What's really going on? Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like you could be around people that like, they're just not making any sense, okay? And I got a download this morning, like when I was in bed, I put it in the community tab. I don't know if it was the morning or whatnot, because I kind of woke up late today, but I had the download and I just wrote it how it came out. So that's why it was really long. So for some of you, if you haven't read it, you need to go and read it. It was about love on the community tab. It's long, but that's what it is. So moving on to my next thing. First of all, before I get into this, Matthew, you need to calm down with your fucking comments, okay? I'm just going to say that. Because, bruh. And I remember the name was Matthew because it kept coming up. I didn't delete the comments because some of the comments were nice, but it was a sad, somber reading. And the guy was saying, oh, I bet you sound sexy when you moan. Like, why? We're doing a love reading and the energy is somber and sad, and you're worried about how I sound when I'm fucking. And that's the problem. And this goes into the next message. Like, people need to stay focused, okay? You need to stay focused, because a lot of people out there, they think that they are in alignment. They think that they're following divine guidance. But are you really, though? The message is presenting itself in front of you and your mind is somewhere else. Like, you're not even listening. You're not even registering. You're not even picking up the message, okay? So going back to the love, because, you know, the love reading, because I was just about to talk about something and then I just remembered that comment. Like, calm down with your comments and shit. Like, keep the comments PG. You can tell, if you think I look good, thank you. You can tell me that, but let's not do the sexual shit now. Know what I mean? Honestly. But anyway, I'm getting like, make it make sense every time that you're doing something, because that's what being in alignment is. It's things going in order of how they're supposed to go. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you're putting the pieces of a puzzle together, like you need all of the pieces in order to form the picture. If there's something missing, the puzzle is incomplete, but you can't rush the process, okay? So that's what being in divine alignment is about. It's about going with the process. It's not your time, it's not my time, it's the divine's time. And if the divine says that something's going to happen today, it's going to happen today. If the divine says something's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen tomorrow. When we want something to happen, when the divine wants something to happen for us, could be on two different, spectrums and shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when people watch readings, and then for some people it resonates for them. Others it might not resonate until like a week or a year after or months later, because we're all on different timelines. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Things happen when it's supposed to happen. So I feel like you're one of those people, Libra, or if this is not you, this is someone who you're dealing with or someone who's around you, where things have to make sense for them. It's like, I can't just dive into something, because when as quick as you start something, as quick as you like, as quick as it ends, basically, you like to think things through. So this is why people, like I said in the other reading, why people think that you're indecisive. It's not that you're indecisive, because you could be dealing with like someone who's got like a lot of fire placements or fire energy. I know that Sagittarius energy kept coming up the other day. So someone wants something now. Let's do it now. No, the divine doesn't work like that. Okay. The divine is the universe. It's everything and nothing all at the same time. If you think about nature, if you think about the Empress, which is what I mentioned in the community tab, you are Venusian, okay? One of your cards is the Empress. The Empress is ruled by Taurus and Libra. Taurus is the grounded part of the Empress energy, okay? Because nature develops. Nature is beautiful, but we go through different seasons. It's not, and depending on where you live, because if you live in like a hot country, for example, it's going to be hot all round. So okay, cool. But like for where I am, the seasons change, okay? So you go from you've got summer, spring, autumn, winter, but you can't rush the process. We can't jump from summer to spring. We can't jump from summer to winter. It doesn't work like that. We have to go through the months. We have to go through the seasons. We have to let nature take its course. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's like when you tell someone, don't sign the contract through Mercury retrograde. They don't want to listen. They sign a contract, starts going wrong. Well, we told you not to do it, but you wanted to do it anyway. But the universe conspires like a scenario that happens for you to kind of understand why you shouldn't be doing something before it's time. So that's the energy that you're in right now. You just want shit to make sense. It's kind of like, again, let's go into kind of like labeling things. There's a lot of people that keep manifesting things, especially when it comes to these love readings and shit. People keep manifesting partners, but they don't know how to love. Now, Venus is the embodiment of love. When you are speaking to a Libra, you are speaking to karma reincarnated, but you're also speaking to love reincarnated, okay? So if you are not in tune with your heart chakra, if you are not in tune with love, if you are not in tune with your Venusian energy, you cannot expect to have a loving relationship. You cannot have one without the other. There's people these days, they either want to be in a relationship where there's no labels, but they're doing hubby and wifey shit, or they want to put labels on the situation, but they don't want to do the hubby and wifey shit. It's like, oh, I don't want to be romantic. Then if you don't want to be romantic, why the fuck are you calling me your girlfriend or your boyfriend? Like, you can't have one without the other. Like, you know what I mean? There has to be a logic. There has to be a logic. There has to be logic and emotion and something grounded and what is the other one? It's mental, physical, emotional, and sexual. Yeah, passion, the ones. Okay? Because the Empress is all the queens in one. The Emperor is all the kings in one. Meaning that they have mastered all of the elements, and they've both chosen which element they've picked one element to operate from that is the most powerful and that embodies their most authentic self. But they are made up of all of the elements. So the Empress is love. Okay, love is the most powerful vibration, hence why they try to make you afraid of it. Love is powerful, love will be making people do some crazy things, okay? But lust is also powerful. Fear is also powerful because that's how you can control people. And what's happening is that when you're operating from a place of fear, from a place of lust, from a place of insecurity, it doesn't matter if you're actually fucking somebody, if you're actually doing something, it doesn't matter. Like, the energies can come in different forms. Like, if you're not channeling your sexual energy, for example, say you're celibate, you're going to get those lustful feelings, but they're going to come in different ways, in different forms, in different senses, because you're not operating from your sexual energy like in the way that you're accustomed to, okay? So, yeah, you have to be all the elements. But with the Empress card, she exudes that love energy. It's the highest vibration. It's the strongest vibration. But lust, no, that's what I was saying. When you're operating from a low vibration or, you know, a place that's not in alignment with the divine, because you're operating from fear. You want to do everything now. You're on some demon time and shit, because, you know, that's demonic energy. Your light and your dark energy, we are all made up of it, but you have to make sure that your light and your dark energy are sorry, like something is literally in my eye. Your light and your dark energy needs to be balanced. You know what I mean? You're operating, you want to do this now and that. What are you afraid of? Like, if something is meant for you, it's not going anywhere. So why are you rushing the process? You know what I mean? If you were supposed to have something here and now, it would have been set out like that. It wasn't set out like that. Something was far away from you because it's teaching you a lesson that's saying that you need something is waiting for, or you need to work towards what you want. People like to take the easy option, or they like to do they like to take the easy way out, or they just people don't want to embrace challenges. And like, when you don't embrace challenges, you don't really grow. There's no character development. You know what I mean? You have to understand the value of certain things. So again, like, make sure, Libras, that people are understanding your value and what you have to offer, because without the Empress energy, the world would be dead. Do you know what I mean? You're in receipt. People need to serve you. People need to show you why they're worthy of your time and attention, not the other way around. It's not like, oh, you're my Empress now, you need to do this, that, and this, and that, at the third at this time. Bitch, I rule patience and divine love. Fuck you mean? Oh, what? So yeah, so like, just going in alignment, whatever spirit wants for you. But you have to remember, the divine, God, for this, I say the divine in the universe, but for this sake of the reading, I'm just going to say God. God is love, right? So, and if you look, I was talking about this in the, again, if you've read the community tab, this would make more sense. But in the Lovers card, you know, you have the angel there, and then you've got the two naked people. The man is looking over at the woman. Where is the, you know what? Hold on a minute. Let me just get the Lovers card, because it will be easy. Again, this is a part of the message, people. Don't rush me. This is the channeled message. We are going to get into the cards. I already said from the beginning that this is going to be a long reading. I said what the fuck I said. You're either going to wait or you're not. And this is part of the test. If you can't wait to get to the message, then you've already failed, okay? In life, in your situation, because you're not sitting down and listening to what the fuck I have to say, and it's all relevant, okay? I'm looking, okay, there's the Devil card. Let's just get that out real quick. I'm looking for the, see, look. And it's crazy because the Lovers card was at the top, because I pulled that for myself yesterday and I reshuffled. Where's the Lovers? There it is. Look how much cards I had to get through. All right, so let's have the visuals now. With the Lovers card, there's two naked people, okay? This man, he's looking over to the woman. The woman is looking up to the divine, because the feminine energy is, she is more connected to source. This is what, I'm sorry to say, but this is what the masculine energy, and this is what men don't like to admit. They don't like to accept the fact that women are more powerful than they are. You know what I mean? Just because you're big and you're macho and you're stronger, that doesn't mean anything. That's physical strength. Mental strength and intuition, women are more powerful. That's why we can call shit out and it happens, and it's like, oh, you should have listened to us. Or how can you feel things before I do? Because I'm more connected to source. That's why in the Lovers card, the man is looking over to the woman and she's looking up to the divine, because she's getting that channeled message and he's taking her guidance. He's taking her, do you understand what I'm trying to say? So let's just say that this is a divine. The divine represents love, okay? If you have love for God, you have love for the higher power. The only way that God can give you back the love that you're showing God, but by you devoting yourself to your divine path, okay, doing your prayers, whatever, they want to give you love in the physical manifestation. So this is where divine counterparts are created, soulmates are created. God wants you to, you can only feel my love, because remember, we are in God's image. So as above, so below. So I'm going to give you my love through another person. So if you are afraid of love, or if you're afraid of tapping into your emotions, or if you're afraid of exploring that and you just want to be on logic all the time, you're not going to be able to embrace me, because I can't come down from the ethers and be with you. I can come down from the ethers and put my energy in somebody. That's why, it's a soul tie. Remember, you're already connected with the people that you're supposed to be with in the 3D, the 3D. We're in the 3D, in the 5D, 6D, 7D. Some of you are all in the fucking 13th D. You know what I mean? So that's the Lord's way. But again, then remember, the Lovers card and the Devil card is very similar to each other. But when it's bound is when you're operating from that fire. You see, he's got the fire right next to him because he wants to do everything now. Passion. You know what I mean? Fire burns out. This is why you need to be patient. This is why you need to be in balance. This is why you need to be in harmony. This is the energy that's what you rule. So if somebody keeps trying to take you out of balance, they want the fire. Okay, if you want the fire, make sure you can handle the fire, my nigga. Okay? Because I feel like you're putting people to the test. Like, make sure that what you say you're about is what you say you're about. Because someone will say something to you and then you'll respond. Why are you responding like that? Why are you trying to make the situation what it isn't? Because of what you originally said, my nigga. Oh, you don't remember what you said? Oh, then you pull up receipts. Now a nigga can't, they're like, oh yeah, no, I did say that. Well, I'm gonna stand on what I say, but no. Stand on what the fuck you said, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? People are just afraid of like falling in love. But this is what fear is. That demonic energy is what is represented by fear. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So when you act out of impulse, when you act out of, you know what I mean? It's because you're afraid of something. You could be jaded about something. You know what I mean? Oh my God, my emotions, I'm scared. But then love is a weakness. Well, if love is a weakness, how are you afraid of it? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, but this is what I'm trying to say, Libra, is like when you are the embodiment of love, people are naturally going to fear you. They're going to start to realize, okay, you are really powerful. You really are in sync. You really are all of this. Yes. And if you want something, if you want what you want, because be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. If you want what you want, shit's going to come out. It's going to come to you. But you have to be ready for what it is that you fucking want. Because I feel like for some of you, you're a real woman or a real man. And someone, they don't know what that looks like. Because they've been dealing with that demonic energy. They've been dealing with that low vibrational energy. They've been in that type of lifestyle. Okay, but you're trying to change your path and you're trying to change your ways. That means you have to change your mindset. You have to change the way that you do things. You can't do things the way you normally do them. Meaning, if you was in a fast-paced lifestyle before, but you wanna be in a relationship, you have to take things slower. That's why I always say to people, get to know each other and be friends first. People don't want to be friends. They want to claim you there and then. But then you start getting to know each other and this, that, and the third starts happening. This is why I said be friends. Why do you not like the friend label? Because you're afraid to be friend zoned? Because you're afraid that means that you ain't going to fuck? Oh, but I don't want to fuck because I'm in alignment. Well, then why does it matter if we're going out today or we're friends tomorrow? You know what I mean? If it's all about the divine and it's all about alignment, then what is it's like people want to put a label on something, but then they don't want to commit to the label. Then why put a label on it then? Then if you don't put a label on it, then you start doing the shit that, like, you know what I mean? Make it make sense, okay? So that is the message and that's the download. Yeah, we're 17 minutes in. That's the message. Okay, at this point, I'm like, do I even want to read cards? But I said from the beginning that this reading was going to be long. So, you know, buckle up, my niggas. Okay. So anyway, so that's just that. If more channeled messages come through, I also got a lot of channeled songs yesterday. I put them in a list. So at some point, I will put them in a community tab. So whatever message gravitates towards you, it's a sentence with the link to the song. You listen to the song, you can like the song or you don't like the song. How you feel about the song doesn't matter. It's the message in the song. Okay? And everything is an omen. Just even me saying that, how you feel about something, right? Or how you expect something to be, because, you know, you may click on the link and you have an expectation of what the song's going to be like. You're going to think they're going to be like, yay, hey, hey. It might not be that type of song. It might be something that you're not really accustomed to, but it doesn't mean that the song, but the song is the message. 1818, as I said that. So what does the gods and the goddesses have to say for the overall energy for the Libras, please and thank you? Because I can feel people like trying to rush me. Don't fucking rush me, because that's the problem. You keep rushing things. It's not in alignment, my nigga. Right. Okay, beautiful energy. We have Oya, yeah, because I'm feeling that. Oya is the goddess of the winds and the storms. Okay, and there I am up on the bottom of the deck. You know, you see what things are just in tune. Because I'm in tune with the moon, people. Hey, I'm a Libra moon, you know. So I'm just saying, Libra moon's coming up. Now, I mean, these messages, they might get a bit feisty throughout the next couple days. Okay? I am Oya. I'm here to help you feel invincible and undefeated. Let me destroy any obstacle in your way. At the bottom of the deck, Leonie. I am Leonie. I'm here to help you feel enlightened and mystical. Let me enhance your psychic abilities. Like I was saying, your psychic abilities are powerful as fuck. You remain undefeated. You know the fuck what you're saying, how the fuck you're saying it, when the fuck it's gonna happen. This is why you don't rush the process, or this is why you shouldn't rush the process for the really intuitive ones, because you know it's kind of like dolphins, right? Dolphins use 100% of their brain. Humans only use 10%. I think it's 10%. Don't quote me on that, but let's just say it's approximately 10%. That means approximately 90% of our brain we don't use. our sight, it's like 0.003% of what we can see. So what we're seeing and how we're perceiving everything in our reality, there's a lot more that we're not open to. It's like there's layers and shit that's over our eyes and we can't see. So sometimes people who use more of a percentage of their eye spectrum, like, that's why they can see things that are not there. And then people will say, oh, they're schizophrenic, they're crazy. No, they're not. They've activated that part of themselves. So with the dolphins, because they use 100% of their brain, they just know when shit is coming. They just let shit run its course. Like, that's how dolphins are. I remember I was reading, it's from one of my books, and there was a paragraph about the dolphin theory or whatnot, and they were saying something like, when the dolphin already knows when danger's coming, but when the dolphin sees the danger coming, it doesn't try to intervene because it understands that that's the natural order. You know, I'm not even going to try and stop this, because if I try and stop it, then it's not going to happen, and then the karma is not going to play out. The dolphin lets whatever happen because the dolphin is in full alignment of the universe. Like, if anybody has seen the movie Lucy, if you haven't, go and watch that. They should have put a black woman to play that, but but that's just proof that the woman is God. That's the kind of like the baseline of that movie, but we're not going to get into it. But when she takes a drug, if you've watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But she takes this drug, right? And it helps her to, there's a drug that is stitched inside of her, and then I think it accidentally explodes. Anyway, it infuses with her cells, and she embodies the power of this drug. And what happens is it helps her mind to access all the full capacity of her brain. So as it's going from 10% to 20% to 30%, she's like becoming more and more in tune with the universe. She's seeing frequencies, she's seeing numbers, she just knows shit. She's just like, you know what I mean? And in the end, she turns into matter. She turns completely black, matter, the universe, the ethers, and then she disappears. And then the guy at the end, he's like, where are you, Lucy? And then she sends him a text and she's like, I am everywhere. That's what being in alignment truly is. You will never truly be in alignment until you leave this earth, because your soul has to kind of reincarnate and go into the next realm, right? But we're a vessel in a physical body right now. We're having a spiritual experience, okay? But for some of you, your psychic abilities are up there. Like, you're already using 20, 30, 50% of your brain, okay? Whereas the average human, they're not. So it's kind of like, don't let nobody tell, like, you understand why things are meant to happen in a certain way, and sometimes other people, they just have to catch up. But like I said in the Lovers card, especially if you're in a dynamic where it's like a man and a woman, or masculine, feminine, and situation, it doesn't matter if it's love, platonic, or family, you've been sent that person for a reason, and you're going to start to see how powerful their powers are, and you're going to have to start taking note, or somebody's going to have to start taking note of you, Libra, because I feel like someone is trying to defeat you, because people try to destroy what they don't understand or what they fear. You are indestructible. Your mind can never be destroyed. It's only going to get more in tune. It's only going to get more powerful. You're going to have people saying things to you like, oh, I can't hide anything from you. Why the fuck are you even saying that? What are you trying to hide, my nigga? Are you trying to intend to hide something from me? Also, for some of you, you could have a psychic bond that's indestructible. There could be people or energies that is trying to like stop, the body. It just cannot. Once someone is locked in, they're locked the fuck in, okay? So let's get some messages for my beautiful Libra gang. I did do it. I did, okay. I was about to say, did I do the Libra gang? And then someone in the comments the other day was just like, oh, if in doubt. They was basically just saying like, just release and let it go. But I don't know why I was doing that for a while, mate. But I was just about to say it, but I did do it. I'm just going to do it at any time of the reading, Libra gang. All right, so let's give us a message for the Libras, please and thank you. Success wanted to come out. It says, give yourself a round of applause. You made it. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Yeah, the end goal is success. That's where you're going. That's what the fuck it's going to be. You have to speak about it like it's already done. You have to put yourself in that mindset. We don't speak about no doubts here, okay? That I'm going to be successful. I've already seen it. Therefore, it's already happening. So why am I rushing the process when I know that the goal is there? You understand what I'm trying to say? You're a success. There also could be people trying to stop you from being successful, but they cannot. They shall not, and they will not, because what is aligned for you is what's meant for you, and it's not meant for somebody else. Somebody's trying to destiny swap, trying to do some things, trying to make you doubt your situation. Okay, you need to protect your energy. Yeah, because somebody's doing some witch shit with the bewitching at the bottom of the deck. But they don't understand that you are a walking spell. You are the witch. Like, make sure you understand my energy and you can handle it, And some of you as well, you could be small or petite. So people think like, oh my God, you're like a little girl. And they're like, yeah, big things come in small packages, my nigga. Because you know what? If you were created, right? Especially for the petite people. You could be a man watching this, but like you could be really tall or whatever, but maybe you're like really slim or you're slender, okay, or you're short, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you were made, right, based on the power that you possess, you would be looking like some fucking hench beast out here, and people will be terrified of you. There's so much people that like are really, really huge and like really bulky, and they look scary, but they're like a gentle, you know that terminology, gentle giant? And there's people that like are tiny as fuck, or they're small as fucking people fuck with them. But it's like, no, your energy is just big. Like when you came into this realm, the universe put you in a specific body for a reason. Because it's like, if people were to see what you really look like, they wouldn't even be able to like, can't even look at you. Because you'll just be pure light, pure power. You know what I mean? People can get burned by the light. Hence the sun energy. We can't stare at the sun for too long. You know what I mean? Oh, what? It says here, manifest what you want and then some. Yes, so you can call in whatever the fuck you want because you have the power, but you also are in tune. You know what's yours. So it's like, I know what's mine, and I know when the right time is to go and go after it. And the right time is divine's time, not my time, not your time, but the divine's time. And that's just what the fuck it is. That's what the fuck I said. That's what how the fuck it's gonna be. And then we have fierce facts. Your confidence intimidates people. Oh, well, exactly, because you're confident in your success. You're confident in knowing that things are gonna go your way. It's just like when you start doubting shit, that means that you're not operating from your confident energy. And you know what I mean? Now the doubts are coming in. Well, you know, I don't know if I can move forward with this because you don't seem like you're in it for the long haul. Okay. And then we have arcane. It says not all needs to be revealed, keep them wanting more. Yeah, so for some of you, there's something that you need to keep to yourself. I feel like it's your psychic abilities and it's your power. Because with these two cards, this is giving me high priestess energy. It's almost like someone wants to get to know you, or somebody just has no idea who you are and what the fuck you're capable of, man. They just don't know. You know what I mean? A nigga's about to fuck around and find the fuck out. And I think this goes back to my... Did I say that in the beginning? Less is more? I don't know if I said that, but I meant to say that. Why I'm not doing like 2 readings. This is just going to be one long reading. And it's either you're watching the whole thing or you ain't. You know what I mean? You're either going to miss the message or you're going to get the message. Something is either going to be received, signed, sealed, and delivered, or, you know, the package is going to get lost in a meal. But either way, it's been sent out. Know what I mean? Right, okay. So please clarify success. Also as well, like keeping like things private so that things can be successful. Okay, so we have the hair crush. It says love, attraction, and feelings. Yeah. So like I said, you're in this attractive aura right now. You're attracting whatever it is you want. For some of you, your success is in alignment with your love, your lover. So I feel like you're supposed to be doing beautiful, big things with a partner by your side. But you see, he's behind her because he's taken that knowledge in. You know, our hair is a representation of our antennas, how we connect to the universe, how we connect to source. Sun is the source. That's why the planets fucking orbit the sun, okay? Without the sun, shit wouldn't grow. We wouldn't have light. We wouldn't have day, right? When you look closely at the sun, I don't know if any of you have seen it, it looks like hair. There's a reason for that. The original Bible was full of black people with afros, and they fucking destroyed it. I think it was found in the mountains somewhere in like Ethiopia or something. I don't know if any of you have actually seen like the original Bible, okay? The afro is the symbol of the halo. Like, I mean, we can go deep into this shit, but like, we're just, you know what I mean? Honestly, let's not even go there. But that's where the halo came from. But that's just a different conversation for a different day. But basically, he's drawn to her and he's in love, with her. But he's behind her. He's her protector. She's looking back at him like, yeah, you know, okay. But someone's in their feelings. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, it's the power of the feelings. You're not supposed to deny them because love is the highest vibration. You need love in order for things to continue to manifest and to continue to reproduce. That's why the universe, the earth itself, like nature, is always reproducing. It gives us, no matter how we treat nature, she still continues to give. That's what unconditional love is. Okay? It's something that just continues to go on. We can rely on nature because it's stable. I know that I can look outside right now and I can see a tree. And when I come back tomorrow, the tree's still going to be there. Can you say that about people? But anyway, somebody's really attracted to you. Somebody's attracted to your success as well. Maybe somebody sees you as someone who they look up to, who they would want to work with. Okay, but this is really beautiful. Or you're going to meet somebody that, somebody is like a key to your success or a key for something being successful, or you're going to have a successful, loving relationship. But I do feel like there's a lot of entities that is trying to destroy this relationship, okay? Yeah. A lot of bad boys and bad girls, the bandana, it says mischievous, rebellious, and delinquent. Now, for some of you, you could be rebelling this type of connection. Maybe you have a certain type of lifestyle. You don't see how love and everything is going to fit into it. That's what the fuck you need. Especially when you have a certain type of lifestyle, you need that love. You need that balance. You need that direction. You need someone to be like, babe, you don't need to, you know what I mean? Honestly, you're not fully in alignment if all your chakras are not open. We have the heart chakra for a reason, you know what I mean? You have your root chakra needs to be intact, your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra, you got your heart chakra, your throat chakra, okay, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra. We don't just have 7 chakras, you know. We've got quite a few more, but those are the main ones that they talk about. But why do you think they don't talk about the other ones? Because people don't want you to know your full divine power. You know why? Because when you're in your full divine power, you're confident as fuck, and people are afraid as fuck. They're afraid of you fucking shining. Look at how she's glowing. Look at her aura. And it's crazy because today, you know what I pulled for myself on my altar? I am fierce and fabulous. I know my worth. And I was like, yeah, okay, I know this is going to be a fiery reading. Because you know what I mean? I've been feeling that passion all fucking night, my nigga. Yes, the natural hair guru. Again, she's vibrating high. It says prayers, honors, and spirit, guys. Exactly. She's in alignment with spirit. She's got that fire, but the fire is tamed, it's controlled. To the point where she's holding it close to her body. She's not worried about the wax dripping on her and burning her. She's in alignment with spirit, waiting for the downloads with the rainbow behind her. Representing that she's within her divinity. She's got her eyes closed, she's going within, her hair's a part of the ether, she's connected. She's trying to tap in like, okay, what do I do? What's the next move? The universe will say, wait for 10 days. Okay, I have to wait for 10 days. I don't want to, but this is just what the fuck it is. It's like with me, I'm always going on about my hair because I don't like the roots, but I can't dye my hair straight away because it's going to fuck it up. I have to wait. But am I uncomfortable with the process? Yes. Other people be like, oh, my hair, your hair's pretty, it's this, is that. Okay, thank you, I got nice hair, but my hair's actually disgusting right now. Like, you know, I need to wash it, I need to dye it, but I have to wait for a reason. Like, I take shit seriously. You know what I mean? You know, like when you're serious about shit and people are not about what they say they're about. And I feel like you're about what you say the fuck you're about, Libra. Or you need to be. Or you're dealing with somebody that is. And then we have the color definition. It says shine, spotlight, and attention to detail. Yeah, so like I said, you're here to shine. Okay, people are clowing pace. People are clowing. Okay, bruh. People are paying close attention to you, Libra. Or this is you. You're picking up on little things. Okay, this nigga said this yesterday, and now he's saying that. It's not adding up. Or she said this, and now she's behaving like that. It's not adding up. Like, you know what I mean? Shit needs to fucking add up. Let's get in the tarot, darling. Then after this, we'll pull some love cards, especially because the hair crush came out. So someone is definitely crushing on you. Someone sees you as pure and divine, but they also see you as fierce and powerful. Because people get this love and light shit fucked up. Like, they feel like the spiritual path is all kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. No, it's not kumbaya, my bomber clock lord. You know what I mean? It's like you will feel the wrath of my tongue if you're not listening to what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I mean? What? It's not everyday sadness and everyday lovey-dovey and everyday this. It's whatever the fuck it is, you know, like, just period. Okay? So please clarify success and the hair crush. But I feel like for some of you, you could be wondering if a relationship is going to be successful. It definitely is. But you have to understand the power of it. You have to also understand that you are undefeatable. Your connection is undefeatable. Or this is the love of self. But I feel like a lot of people are crushing on you. And then, yeah, the star card wanted to come out. Yeah, you have been guided towards the star, towards your wishes. Okay? And you see that both of these cards have water in them, representing the emotions. Okay? You can become a star. You can be in a spotlight. I'm getting something about like celebrity couple vibes here. Okay? But a wish has been granted. Something will be successful. Okay? Whether that's a career opportunity, whether it's a loving situation, whether it's health, it doesn't matter. So you prayed for something and you wished for something. The ethers are hearing you, but the ethers are saying, like, you know what? We need to pour the emotions out because that's what you need in order for things to grow, my nigga. Okay? But I feel like someone looks at you as very inspirational. I feel like you're here to heal someone. or that this is what's going to happen. Yeah, someone has been guided towards you, okay? Or they're coming towards you, or they're coming to travel, okay? There was double Aquarius energy, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could have significant Aquarius placements. You need to check your chart. If it says Aquarius somewhere, what does this mean? I have Aquarius in Vesta. What does Vesta represent? Oh, home, the hearth, like the fireplace where the heart is. Okay, cool. Oh, I've got Lilith in Aquarius. Research things and understand what they mean. This is why you're being put in alignment. People just want to, I only focus on sun, moon, and rising. Well, that's the problem. You need to focus on other elements so you understand what's going on. If you really want success in your life, you just need to figure out your chart. That's it. The lovers come. Listen, Mr. Mickey. Hey, Mr. Mickey up. The lovers is here. 2 major arcanas here, darling. What was I just saying? She's looking up to source. The stars are pouring down. You know what I mean? She's like, come on now. Something is in alignment, but like I said, nothing happens before its time. Also, people love that fierce shit. Also, you get people's juices flowing and going, Libra. Like somebody, when they see you passionate, they want to fuck, but it's just like, listen, why do I need to get like this? Why does everything need to be like, in order for you to hear what the fuck I'm saying? We're supposed to be in peace and harmony and balance, and we're supposed to keep it cool, calm, and collected over here. But you know what I mean? But sometimes you need to get that, I'm also getting, if you were to make love with someone, because you're already making love in the ethers with these 2 cards. Boy. I mean, good God. This is why you need to make sure that you know who you're exchanging your energy with, because Venus, you got that energy. Like, I've got that type of energy where I can't even be around a nigga without him trying to do something. A man was in my comments 2 days ago saying that I bet I sound sexy when I moan. I don't even know the nigga. Like, that's how my energy is. I'm all sad in the reading because I'm embodying the energy of sadness, because that's what the reading is saying, and that's what somebody's saying. That's how powerful your energy is. That's how potent it is. You need to understand that the energy of love is a frequency, okay? And a lot of people, they confuse it with lust because they don't want to admit that they're in their emotions, they're in their feelings. Oh, I got jaded by my ex. Well, if you got jaded by this person, then why are you pursuing the next relationship, my nigga? Let that shit go, okay? The 8 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Leave these emotions behind and keep walking forward to what it is that you're passionate about. But you can't have love without passion, but everything is balanced. Everything needs balance. We've got Gemini, Aquarius, and Pisces energy here. It doesn't have to be those placements. It could just be the energy of those signs, people, okay? And then look, where is he going? Where is this nigga going? To the Empress. There you are, Libra. So this could be you having to leave certain things behind, having to walk away, having to abandon certain things, having to abandon certain habits, having to focus on the journey. You see, he's gone on a journey. He doesn't even have nothing but a stick. We don't know how long this journey is going to take. But, we go from the 8 of Cups goes towards the 9 of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. Then you go to the 10 of Cups. But he's walking to the Empress. For that equal give and take. Going to get, you know what I mean? That's like, to me, that looks like the Emperor there, because the Emperor wears red. He's going towards the Empress. But there's certain things that you have to release and you have to let go of if you want this energy. And faith is one of them. Okay? I just heard Jacob's ladder. That could be significant for some of you. That was just really random. Okay, but this is a beautiful reading, but there's just a lot of passion here. Because I've got the Star and the Lovers, darling. And then we got the hair cross. Like this is like a divine alignment, a divine union. Okay, this doesn't have to be a loving situation either. This could just be the love that you have for self, the love that you have for divine. You loving yourself enough to walk away from a situation that is no longer serving you and stop making excuses about it. But also understanding that you need the frequency and the energy of love in order for anything to manifest. That's just what the fuck it is. You can manifest without it, but you're going to get to the end of the road and just, there's going to be like, there's a void missing. It's kind of like when you have a lot of wealth, but you don't have no one to share it with. Some people, they want that lifestyle where they're dipping and dabbing into all of these different energies, and then they start picking up diseases and shit starts going wrong in their life. Oh, the song, one of the songs I'm hearing that's part of the channel message is Losing My Way by Justin Timberlake. Okay, that song is about this man. He's like, how does it go? Oh, my name is Bob and I work at my job. I earn $30-something a day. I used to be the man in my hometown and then I started to lose my way. So he's basically talking about the fact that like he was a big shot, but then he got involved with, I think he turned into a crackhead basically, and he lost everything. And he's like, he's calling out to God, which is what it sounds like, because there's a part where it gets really gospel. And he's like, can anybody out there hear me? Because I can't seem to hear myself. So you need to listen to that, because I feel like someone is losing their way. or listen to Was I on Key, God's Got Me. Like, someone is battling with something inside of themselves, and they're not seeing that something beautiful is right in front of them. Okay? Or this is you. Because you are destined for success. You are destined for a divine partnership. You are destined for all of these things. You will not be defeated. But you cannot allow doubt to get in the way of anything. Yeah, Emperor of Emotions, the King of Cups. Somebody needs to master their emotions. Okay, somebody needs to accept that they are in love, or they need to accept that, you know what I mean? We have to start in love. This is what people wish for. It's like someone watching a love reading and they're saying, oh, I'm not interested in love. Then why the fuck are you here? I mean, let's just make it make sense. Let's keep it 100. As the Americans say, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stats. This person is in love. This is you or them or everybody involved. Okay? The power of love. We have the Lovers, we have the King of Cups, the King of Love. Then we have the Hair Crush card about love. And yeah, somebody's been backstabbed, they've been broken, they people have betrayed them. But she's not bleeding. And in this card, she's putting her heart and the pieces together because she understands that love is the cure. Love is the antidote. And double Gemini energy. This is what Geminis need to do. Like, you know the Gemini energy where they're always lying and manipulating and doing all that shit? They can't become the Lovers unless they put an end into that type of shit. That's why when I design these cards, I design them differently from a different perspective. Because we're always looking for solutions in life. We're not here to dwell in problems. Okay? We want to rise in love. We don't even want to fuck falling in love. I don't want to fall, because if I fall, I might not get back up. Oh, me want to rise up in a love. And keep afloat. You know what I mean? You want to keep it in the ethers. So I'm hearing something about a rising star. Now, for some of you, this could be something to do with music as well. So if this is not like a loving situation, you know, your emotions, cups, that can represent music. Channel those emotions, because people are going to hear you. They're going to feel you. You may have to leave some people behind because they don't get your vision. They don't understand it. What is not understood is not meant to be explained. It's either you get it or you don't, my nigga. But I feel like for some of you, like, somebody here is here to heal and repair your heart. Or this is you healing and repairing your heart. And that's why you are in the energy of attracting it. But if you've attracted love, it's because you're supposed to receive love. You know what I mean? Stop attracting things and then trying to control it. Then we have the Strength card. The power of love. There's that Leo energy. There's that pull. But of course, maybe you have to resist certain things, or, you know what I mean? But something is irresistible. But again, there's strength in love. This goes back to what I said in the community tab. So you need to really read through that if you want to understand this reading. Okay? Because I was saying that love is strength. It takes courage to open up to someone and to go in it for the long haul, and to know that that person is your person. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. That takes courage, because, you know, other people, they've obviously backstabbed you. They've obviously betrayed you. They've said that they were going to be your friends and they ain't your fucking friends. But yet they still be up on your shit watching you. You know what I mean? People will say that they love you, and that next thing you know, they're cheating, lying and stealing. There is a strong, powerful, divine connection here. The ethers, you're like, you love me? This is what God's saying. You love me? Okay, I'm going to send you my love through a person. Let me see how you deal with love. Because you want to keep saying that you love God and you love the divine and you love all of this. Okay, let me see how you handle love in the physical. Because right now, you can't really receive my love to its full extent. I have to give it to you in the physical, because I've put you in the physical for you to experience it in the physical. Are you ready? I'm hearing, are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, sir. And are you ready? Also, there is a powerful, strong bond that cannot be ignored. That's the Strength card. And, you know, she's taming this lion. She's sitting on top of him. So for some of you, you may need to tame somebody, tame someone's ego. She's got a handle on this. She's like, I'm not afraid of lions. Back in ancient times, they used to walk on and ride the lions and the leopards and shit. You know what I mean? Animals weren't always afraid of us. Or like, not even afraid, but, you know, threatened by us, because they, you know, if you walk into the zoo, for example, or whatnot, well, not the zoo, because the animals are more tamed in the zoo, but if you walk into the wild, you know, you may get eaten or like fucking fucked up by an animal, because that's a trauma response. Because the white man started to come and hunt and kill and do all of that shit. Before that, animals were sacred. That's why some religions, they don't eat meat. Like, is it Hinduism? I see cows and everything as sacred. But you know, when you've been through all torture and all of this, you have like it's a trauma response. Now you just you're always on the attack. Why? You're incomfortable of loving. Why? Because you're afraid to be hurt. Love does not hurt you. Hurt hurts you. You know what I mean? So anyway, there's a strong love here that you have for yourself. I don't even feel like I need to pull any love cards because I knew it was going to be about love. I just knew I could feel it. Or the love that you have of self to the point where you're just like, well, I'm prepared to walk away from a situation if it's not in alignment. If I'm not doing no rushing thing, I'm not doing no too, I don't want it too slow. I don't want it too fast. I want it just right. Okay, and then the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And what did I say before? I said that the 8 of Cups goes towards the 9 of Cups. And then there's a 10 of Cups. And the Empress is, but listen, whatever way you want to look at it, the Empress is the answer, my nigga. Okay, you are the answer, Libra. Love is the answer, Libra. You have to have that faith with the Fool. Underneath the 10 of Cups, we got the Empress. Underneath the 8 of Cups, we got the Empress. The Empress is here, but it's being hidden. Why is Venus being hidden? Why? You want to know where the love is? You want to know how you're going to get this success? Embrace Venusian energy. Now, it doesn't mean go out there and be a whore and fling yourself to everybody and everybody. No, it means there's divine love that's been given to you. Harness that power and harvest that love, okay? And accept it. But the 8 of Cups is going towards the 10 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, happiness. This could be fantasy. This could be something that you have been visualizing. But, you know, she's got the tree coming out of her hair, meaning that she is the physical manifestation of this dream, of this fantasy. And in the Fool card, I designed it. It kind of looks like the Hangman. Because in the Fool card, it's all about taking that leap of faith. Detaching. Okay, being like a novice. Just knowing that, like, I don't know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. But I know that I'm being guided by spirit. I have to trust in spirit that if I jump off of this cliff, I'm going to be saved somehow. I'm going to grow some wings. So in this card, she's attached to nature. Okay, she's half nature, she's half human, she's glowing. Okay, she has to trust that if she detaches, think of it like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon, going through that change, that she has to trust that, like, she's not going to leave her life force. Because remember, I'm half human and I also can morph into any element. So it's either I detach and then be afraid that I'm going to die, like how the Fool could jump off the cliff and kill himself, or I can detach and know that, like, I have the power to shape shift into another element. If I can be a part of the tree, I can be a part of the water. I can turn into a mermaid. I can be a part of the sky. I can turn into a bird. Okay, but I need to take that leap of faith and to detach from that from Mother Nature itself. It's kind of like, you know, because like the Fool is kind of like that baby, like going on that journey. Okay, Mother Nature, like, let Mother Nature go so that I can guide myself, but also be in the know that Mother Nature is always guiding me. You know what I mean? Having that leap of faith. You know, at the bottom of the cliff, there's the ocean. Because I know when I designed these cards, I should have done them big, but some of the artwork got cut off. But at the bottom there was the ocean, so it was to symbolize that, like, she can drop and she can drown, or she can morph into a mermaid. It's all about belief. It's all about believing in the power of the unknown. Not knowing where the journey is going to take you, but understanding that there's a journey that you need to go on. With the 8 of Cups here. And the journey is towards the Empress. The Empress is showing up twice underneath the Cups. So somebody's, like, burying their feelings. God, this is a powerful reading today. If you don't think it's powerful, then it's not for you and you can fuck off my channel, okay? You know, there's always someone that's trying to belittle you and shit in the comments. Like, well, shit's lining up, darling. That's why your love life is a shambles, because you're not listening, you're not paying attention, and you're not in alignment. Or why your life is in shambles or in general. But this is a beautiful reading. The Star, the Lovers, the Strength. We've got the 8 on the 10 of Cups. Let go of some shit. Let go of your emotions. Like, even in my deck, I made the 8 of Cups is like someone pouring their emotions out. It's either you're releasing your emotions so that you can leave a situation, or you're pouring out your emotions so that you can embrace a situation. But either way, emotions need to be poured out. You need to walk away from things that are not serving you and walk into yourself. You are the Empress, or there's somebody that needs to walk into you and embody you. And some empresses are here to create children and life. Some empresses are here to create other things. Either way, you need to be operating from your full Venusian power. If someone if somebody is not embracing that, then, you know what I mean? Okay, so it's 49, just as I saw. So the reading's about near enough the same length it normally is, but 1 second, guys. So what do you need to know right now? And then I'll pull a love card. I hope I made sense, because sometimes when I'm channeling the messages in the beginning, like, I don't feel like I'm making sense with what I'm saying. Then I watch the reading back and I'm like, not all of the readings, but sometimes I have to watch them back because I can't remember what they were about. And then it's like I'll be watching myself and I'm like, I'm missing out on certain words and shit, but it's just because I'm channeling so quickly. Okay, it says, hey, I know it all. I said what I said, and you know that I'm always right. Facts! And stop wasting time. Is at the bottom of the deck. Like I said to you in one of your other readings, you have to make a decision and stick to it. And you need to have more fun. Yeah, you need to have more fun. Embrace your connection. Embrace this love. Embrace being fierce and confident and knowing what the fuck you're talking about. It is what the fuck it is. I said what the fuck I said. It will be whatever the fuck it will be. But I'm already in the energy of the know. My third eye chakra is already in the know. I've already seen the future. And you need to cuss a bitch out. It's at the bottom of the deck. This is why I'm in this energy. Like, for real, though. I feel like maybe you need to tell somebody about something. Maybe you need to get that fire out, Libra. Because people, they like it when you get to the Queen of Swords. Or they like it when you're feisty until the feistiness is redirected towards them. Then it becomes a problem. Oh, you wanted that fire. Now you can't handle it, my nigga. Well, if you can't handle the heat, come out to the kitchen. And leave it to the real master chefs. Because uno not ready. Oh. Woo! Okay, let's get an oh-so card. Let's get an oh-so card. Oh, so reckless. Yeah, don't be reckless now. Don't be reckless with your wishes. Okay? They know it all. Yeah, oh, so persuasive. Somebody knows it all and you just have to accept it. I don't know who it is. Pick your side, pick a position. You know what I mean? Or you know what you need to do. And also humorous. Yeah, someone thinks it's a joke. But you will get your happiness, or you're going to be really pleasantly surprised with how a situation turns out. But it's about this confronting this Empress, or confronting Venus, confronting love, or confronting your emotion. You have to confront something, or somebody has to confront you. And if somebody's not willing to work on certain things, walk away. Because whatever direction you're going in, the Empress is there. But go where the love is at. Stop trying to deny it and stop trying to make it seem like it's something else. You need to have all the elements. Like the magician, like I said in the community tab, the magician works with all the elements. Like, yeah, you can manifest this and you can manifest that, but I need water, I need earth, I need fire, and I need air. That's why the magician works with all the elements. When you know that something is a part of your destiny, because all of the elements is in place. That's why on the Wheel of Fortune, you have all the fixed signs that represent all the elements. Leo, fire. Aquarius, air. Scorpio, water. Taurus, earth. All right, let's pull a love card, guys, and then we'll finish this up. I can't fucking make this up. Like, I'm so powerful. Sorry, I need to calm. What day is it today? I need to calm down. The waiting game. Divine timing, patience, and the unknown. What the fuck have I been talking about throughout this entire reading? When you're in tune, you're in tune. Nobody can tell you nothing. And I'm not even being cocky at this point. I know that I'm good at what the fuck I do. The best friends. It says, friendly advice, another perspective, and confiding. Yeah. And then we have the phone call, communicate and FaceTime. We need to talk. Somebody could be confiding in a friend, talking about you to their friend, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Or this could be a friend that's waiting for the right time, but nothing happens before it's time. This is the love card. That's what it's trying to say. You're both met. You're both here. When it's supposed to happen, it will happen. But on divine's time. The lovers is a divine partnership. It's a divine energy. It's that soulmate twin flame connection at 11:11. But it's in divine's time. So you have to have that strength to resist, to not do certain things. You could be with your partner and you're trying to be celibate and like for example, Traditionally, you're not supposed to be having sex before you're having marriage, and people are having sex out of wedlock and then wondering why their situation is karmic and everything's going all the way, because you're not doing it how in the structure that was intended, if that makes sense. You have to understand that when you're creating bonds and things with people, you're creating contracts. And if you can't handle the contract that you're about to create, don't fucking create it in the first place. So and the secret admirer, it says curiosity, spying, and hidden feelings. Listen, I keep telling you, someone is hiding their feelings because of their beliefs, the spiritual beliefs. It says culture clash, different perspectives, and enlightenment. So I feel like you're from a different culture or a different background to somebody, but you are here to enlighten each other. You both think differently, but you both have something to teach each other. You're going to clash, you're going to have different perspectives, and then you're going to come together. But right now, someone is hiding their feelings, they're watching you. Someone is in love and they're in denial, and that's just what the fuck it is, okay? But yeah, you have different perspectives to bring those perspectives together so that you can become one. This is what I was saying in the how do you know if you have a twin flame reading, right? And I was saying that the twin flame and the karmic connection seem very thing, because there's always one person that doesn't want to give in to the energies. Well, if for me to be the empress, I have to be the water, the fire, the air, and the earth, and I need to touch. I need to know when to tap into what energy. Okay, same thing with the emperor. The emperor needs to be in control because he's running shit. You know what I mean? He has to be like hard, like when he's dealing with his work. But when he's at home with his empress, that's when he needs to embark in the love, because the empress pours into him, and he gets the energy from her, and that's how things manifest and amplify in their life. But the empress also, she has to have that fire element, that earth element. She needs to know how to nurture things. She needs to know how to handle business, so that if anything goes down, she can run the empire while the emperor is away, or while the emperor is, you know what I mean? Fuck! Okay. Bruh. Alright, let's just pull an affirmation. No, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to pull a love card. Like, what does this person want to say to you? So maybe someone's just figuring out the right time, or somebody needs to process their feelings. So you could be dealing with someone who's got water placements, or like a water in their Venus or their Mercury. So it takes them a long time to process things. But you can already feel it. It's like, I already feel that you feel some type of way. So you don't have to say nothing, but it's already felt. Yeah, I want to take you away. Okay, so somebody wants to take you away. Maybe they want to travel to see you, and I adore you. And that's the mutual energy. And then we have, I want to spend time with you. Yeah, spend time with each other. Get to know each other, or get to know the process. Stop rushing things. But this is what this person wants to say to you, that they adore you and they want to take you away. Okay. And I care about you. Beautiful. Let's get one more. And I can't explain how I feel about you. Yeah, you can't, love is not, and I don't feel good enough for you. Okay. So that could be what the root of the issue is. Yeah, someone has insecurities. They don't feel good enough, or they're afraid that they're going to do something or whatnot. So like I said, if you're operating from a place of fear, that's how you know that you're in the devil energy, because the devil card represents fear. It represents lust. It represents control. It represents all of those things. It represents being bound. Love is a freeing energy. So when you start to fear shit, it's either you're operating from demon time, or you're allowing other energies to filter in, and that means that you're not your mind is not strong enough. Because, the mind is the most powerful thing. That's how we manifest. That's why people like to stay logical all the time. But you have to be in sync. You have to know, like, yeah, I can be logical, but I can also be emotional at this point. But then I can also be fiery. But then I can also be like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in this reading, like, the energy is fire, 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 fire. I've been feeling this since I woke up. So this is how the message is going to deliver. But a few readings ago, the message was sad and somber. And I was all like, oh my God, this is so sad, guys. Before that, it was all like, wah, and it was all happy. That's just how it goes. Like, we're diving into different elements. We're embracing all of the elements. That's what the Empress energy does. Get to know. Oh, whoa. If you don't like it, then bitch, you can go. Hey, oh, hey. Okay, I'm joking. Anyway, guys, I told you this will be a long reading, and it was a long reading. If you stayed for the whole reading, thank you very much. If you haven't, well, then it is what it is. You're not going to know what I'm about to say. But see you guys later. Thank you again for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I'll see you guys very soon. But I hope the reading resonated. I hope I made some sense. If I didn't, it is what it is. It reach one, teach one. No, I mean, toodles.